Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Infinite Trade. My name is Robin and let's begin our Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. So tomorrow being the expiry day for the coming week, so we'll plan some levels accordingly because expiry trading is a little different from the other days. Okay, so let's check what happened in Nifty and Bank Nifty today. So we all know that Nifty and Bank Nifty both gap down today due to the global cues. SGX Nifty was indicating a negative opening, and so did our market, opened in negative. Nifty, however, recovered by the end of the day, and it managed to give a closing above 18,000 on a third consecutive day. However, Bank Nifty is still weak because it did not even bother to touch the day high. It reversed quite before that, and it gave a closing somewhere on the downside. Okay, so now let's see what are we supposed to do tomorrow. So before we check the participant wise open interest and the option chain, I would like to show you something on the higher time frame. So on a higher time frame, if you look at Nifty, after a significant fall, Nifty is trading within this trend line. So it is trading higher, and we saw a very good buying pressure here, and then today also a bullish candle. So Nifty is definitely trading higher, but it will actually turn bullish once it starts trading above 18,100. Okay, and if we check Bank Nifty, if you look at the weekly chart, so what you can observe is, let me just zoom and show you. Okay, so this is a bearish engulfing candle. Okay, so we saw this bearish engulfing candle, and then there was a halt candle. So halt candle, we can call it as a halt candle or an inside candle or a base candle. So usually what happens is, whenever inside candle or a halt candle's low is broken, market tries and test the low of the mother candle. Okay, so we have a room until 38 400 or 450 something. We'll check that level. So there is a room for Bank Nifty to fall until this place, and then if it starts trading below this level, then Bank Nifty would become dangerous. It can then fall a lot further. Okay, so let's wish that it doesn't happen, because a lot of portfolios would get affected then. But anyways, so that's what the higher time frame shows in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now let's plan our trade for tomorrow. So if we look at the participant wise open interest, FIIs and pros are still maintaining their bearish stance. So if we see 5,800 future short, 16,300 call sell, and 14,300 put buy, so extremely bearish. Similarly, ProDesk has 10,000 future short, 42,000 call sell, and 12,800 put buy, extremely bearish. So whenever things are extremely bearish, I stay a little cautious, because usually I've seen that whenever all the participants are extremely bearish, the market takes a U-turn. So it may happen or may not happen, but I have seen this quite often, so we should keep this in mind. So whenever you see such situation, at least for the second half, do not trade on the downside. So that could be much safer. Okay, let's come back to this table and see what they have done today. So today they have FIs have closed some future long, as well as pros have also closed future long. FIs have created shorts, future short, but pros have closed some shorts. Okay. Then if we look at call options, FIs have created 10,200 long calls, but they have created 26,600 shorts. And similarly, pros have created 12,100 long calls and 54,500 shorts. If we look at put, FIs have created 43,000 put long and only about 29,000 put short. And again, pros have created 4,600 put long and they have closed put shorts. So again, closing your put short also determines that the trend is bearish. So what do we understand from the participant wise OI data is FIs and pros both are bearish, and since they have put buys, there could be some momentum downside. Now let's check the open interest. For open interest, I'm using Obstra. Okay, so first let's check Nifty. So if we look at Nifty, call writing is significant. Okay, so CE shorts are more and put writing is not that great for this week and basically for tomorrow's expiry. And if we look at 18,000, so yesterday 18,000 call writers, they did some short covering, but today if we see, since the market opened gap down, 18,000 call writers again stepped in and they have shorted enough calls, but there are put writers as well. But beyond this, the support isn't that good, and being an expiry, we do not expect much of a fall. But tomorrow the up move in Nifty seems to be a little difficult. That's what we can understand from the open interest. So 18,100 can still be a considerable strong resistance for tomorrow. Now let's check Bank Nifty. Okay. If we look at Bank Nifty, it is similar to Nifty. Put writing is not that strong and call writings are really strong. So 39,500 is going to be a strong resistance for tomorrow. But forget about 39,500. I don't think Bank Nifty would even dare to reach there because we have a gap. So Nifty filled the gap. If Bank Nifty would have filled the gap, we could have expected it to at least test 500. But since we did not manage to fill the gap, so in case if Bank Nifty gives an up move tomorrow, definitely once it fills the gap, it may fall heavily because a lot of people would take an entry there because that could be the best place to short Bank Nifty. But otherwise, 39,000 is a very crucial area because call writers and put writers both were heavily selling the options. So both showed some confidence, and if we look at this, nobody actually exited. Okay, so even if Bank Nifty managed to close above 39,000, but call writers are still present. So this shows that 39,000 is a very crucial support. In case or by chance, if we gap down even 50 points in Bank Nifty, trust me, this call writers would take over Bank Nifty completely. So there is a possibility. So let's see how should we plan based on the charts. So resistances are stronger than support is what we can see, and the data is also completely bearish. Now let's look at the chart. Let's go to a smaller time frame, 15 minutes. I usually analyze everything on 15 minutes since we all are intraday traders. So 15 minutes time frame seems to be good. I'm just activating the lines. So all the lines are same. Okay, I haven't changed anything. The only thing is I have added another support here, which is at 38,940. So Bank Nifty, if it opens flat or slight gap down, maybe here or maybe here or maybe here, what will happen is if we break this low, which is 38,940, we'll immediately see selling pressure, and your target should be 38 800, 38 750, and we may the next support, actually the strong support would come somewhere near 38 500 400 levels. Okay, and there is also a trend line here, so it would be great if Bank Nifty reaches there, and if it takes support, it can show a bounce back at least in the second half. So 38 400 500 is a crucial support. It is a very important support. But since tomorrow it is an expiry day, Thursday, I would recommend people to book small profits. But otherwise, Bank Nifty was in range completely today. So breaking of this range can definitely bring up some momentum. So you can plan things accordingly. And the only worst thing what Bank Nifty did is putting a big red candle here. So because of that, this area becomes a strong resistance, at least for tomorrow. What is this place? This is around 39,130. Okay, so this is going to be a resistance. Okay, if you think any possibility that Bank Nifty can go upside, yes, it can. How? I would say, suppose we gap up above this area, 39,130. Market will start trading in this range, because what happens is when you gap up, the round strike 39,000, put writers would completely take over the control, and the call writers would slow and steadily try to exit. So you will see a range here. So if it forms any range like this, mark that range, and whenever that range is broken, you can definitely take a trade that side. And if it is an upside breakout, your immediate target should be around 39 350 to 400. Okay, and if Bank Nifty gaps down, then also I think it will start to move in a range. So Thursdays, always keep in mind, watch out for a range and trade that range breakout. That usually works well. Okay, so this should be the plan for Bank Nifty tomorrow. Now let's quickly check Nifty. Okay, so Nifty, since it still it is in a bullish mode on a shorter time frame, I would not recommend you to go short in this, because see, if you go short, you would not know where it would find support. Then unnecessarily, it will come here and then immediately bounce back. So this can happen very often in Nifty. So Nifty, I think if Bank Nifty is falling, then Nifty would start trading within this range. So Nifty can be sideways tomorrow. So keep a watch on it. In case if you want to trade upside, if this particular high is taken out, within the first 15-20 minutes, you can take an entry. Your immediate target is 1810. So that should be a target. I'm not giving any bigger targets because it's an expiry day, and usually the expiry days moment is very less. It's only the last month we have seen significant move during the expiry days. And if Nifty is opening gap down, I would say avoid any trade. And in case if you see Nifty taking support at this trend line and reversing, then you can take a small trade here. Your target should be the gap fill area around 18,000. So this is my plan for Nifty tomorrow. So I'm expecting Nifty to be a little sideways. Bank Nifty, if it opens flat, I'm expecting it to go down a bit in the first half, and maybe there is a possibility that in the second half it can retrace back. Okay, so I hope the plan is clear. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in another video. Take care. Bye bye.